So we're on our way to the CSS Neuse, CSS as in the Confederate Army. They found an ironclad warship off of an ironclad that's off of the Neuse River, and this was kind of their ill-fated attempt to retake New Bern during the Civil War. And so they have a replica of it in the city of Kinston, and then there's a museum where you can actually see the eroded metal, of
some of the iron.
The iron.
Gotcha.
So we're on our way, and let's go take a look. So this is the Neuse River. This is where, the ironclad used to go up and down and try to protect and retake New Bern. And we're actually coming into New Bern right here, which is a whole different video, but it's a great town.
Some interesting shipbuilding on an ironclad. They would basically build a wooden ship. Mm-hmm. They'd put it in the water, and then when they would put the iron on it in the water, and it would displace the water and sink down into the water quite a bit.
Like a kind of a submarine.
Yeah, and that would give it the very low profile. Then they would angle the iron to where it would deflect cannonballs. And a lot of ships thought they were unsinkable.
Oh, that's why it's angled?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember.
Deflect artillery.
Cool. I can't wait to see it. So we're about ready to enter the museum. That whole thing behind me is the museum. I'm excited about this. I've been wanting to see the ship for a long time, and it's supposed to be really cool. There's not a whole lot in this town. You can see we're like the only people on the street. So it's a small town. It's kind of one of those pit stops that you take off the freeway. So we travel a lot between Raleigh and New Bern, and so if you are making that trek, this is a perfect stop on the way. But because this is a Colorado State facility, make sure that that's not on a Sunday or a Monday, because all those historical sites are usually closed on those days when they're state historical sites. The federal sites are usually open, but state sites, you're going to find they're closed. Oh my goodness. It is so much bigger than
They built this section according to the movie.
Wow. Look at this. This is amazing. So this is... There's some great kid stuff.
It's kind of weird how a lot of it has got a V hull to it. Right in through here, it's all flat. It's a riverboat.
Yeah. Spent most
See how
of
it goes flat?
I like the way they put
how they outlined it.
Yeah, they outlined what it was like. God, it's so much bigger than I don't know what I thought.
It's not that wide though, I don't think. Let's check it out from the
So
stern.
it's been through a lot. I mean, some fortune hunters basically tried to recover it. It was pretty much scuttled right off of the town. And wow, look at that. That is cool. And then finally the state took it over. And then it was outdoors for a long time in a covered exhibit. And then
Sluggo for size.
Yeah, Sluggo for size. And then it was those outdoor exhibits were pretty much flooded by 2 different hurricanes. In 2015, they finally moved it here into this controlled environment. It's very cool. Wow. Here's some fun hidden facts that you might find interesting. Shortly after final completion in 1864, the ship set off on a mission to recapture Union-occupied New Bern, just down the river. It immediately ran aground on a sandbar and stayed stuck in the mud for nearly 30 days, missing its entire combat window. Talk about a sand trap. Another fun fact about the ship is when the crew set fire to the ship in 1865 to scuttle it, a loaded cannon accidentally discharged. The blast blew a massive hole in the hull, flooding it with river water so fast that it put out the fires before the wooden ship could completely burn away. Ugh, talk about an unfortunate accident. Another fun fact happened in the 1930s. A local boy named Henry Clay Casey played around the partially exposed wooden ship that was stuck in the river mud. Having no idea he was standing on such a rare warship from the Civil War, he continued to play throughout his childhood. Decades later, as an adult, Henry, in the 1960s, helped lead the massive efforts to dig it out. That must have been absolutely extraordinary for him. Another fun fact is following the Civil War, locals and salvagers stripped off most of that heavy 4-inch iron armor and sold it off as scrap metal, leaving the skeleton of the hull exposed. Wow, this ship has sure seen a lot. This one's fun. Over the years, local families took souvenirs from the area and from the ship. They anonymously returned these pieces of artifacts to the museum by either anonymously mailing them or dropping them off to return the stolen relics. When people come to this museum, they tend to miss the replica that's just down the street. This replica is called the CSS Neuse 2, a 1-to-1 scale full-size working replica of the ironclad. And it was built entirely by local volunteers, so visitors could step inside and feel how cramped the 1860s sailors lived. We actually went by that site, but unfortunately it was closed and we couldn't get inside. But let's go take a look at it. This thing's so big, I'm having a hard time getting it all in the one picture. See, there's Mr. Martini. So it shows you how big this really is. This is awesome that they built a replica of it. But this was all iron in the real boat. But what's left of the boat is just the bottom part. And then in the museum they have like this metal mesh over it to show you, to replicate how big it really was. Matter of fact, in this picture here, they show what I'm talking about. So right here. So this is a picture of what's inside the museum that we can't get into. So see, this bottom half here is all that's left of it. And then they put this over the top to show how big it was. So definitely make sure that you come by this. Yeah, so see my hand compared to how big this is. I mean, look at this rudder. I mean, this is really big. And the propellers. So you can, I mean, they did a wonderful job of replicating this. So you, right now it's not open to where you can get up there, but it looks like they might have an inside that you can go into when this is open. Oh yeah, You can see when it's open, you can walk all along here, and it looks like there's a hatch door there, so it looks like they have, you know, an inside where you can go in. They do have it looks like this is an elevator, so if you have problems with stairs, but this is a really neat project that they did this.
Oh, so they say that the Union troops occupied New Bern, and that the Confederacy was here. And between the two towns served as the eastern front of the Civil War for quite some time. They basically fought back and forth. I'm sure this helped level the playing field.
Oh yeah, this thing's huge. I had no idea that they were this big. So it's not a submarine, it's an ironclad. I kept calling it a submarine.
Well, it is kind of a submarine because when they would put the armor on it, it would sink down in the water damn near where you couldn't hit it with a cannonball. And then most of your men were down below waterline. So if your men are down there powering your steam and all that shit, they're all below waterline.
What's weird is that the metal didn't survive, but the wood did. The bottom, down in the bottom of the river.
Didn't they say when the tide went out that the metal collapsed the wood structure?
Oh, that's right. They did say that.
I think you have to add the armament on it once it's in the water.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll crush the ship.
This is awesome that they did this. Very cool. Too bad we can't go see this, the boat, what's left of the boat in the museum. So again, remember, really check your hours. This looks like this is only open on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the time that we're here. Unfortunately, we're here on a Monday. And all historical things are closed on Sundays and Mondays in North Carolina, unless it's a federally run site.
They were actually pretty accurate because they had rifled barrels on their cannons, which means they're twisted, and the ordnance makes it more accurate. You see how it's not a ball, it's got a tapered head to the front of it. And I think they also could put explosive projectiles on them.
Yeah, because they're hollow inside.
Yeah.
So, why are they shaped like that? Like a bullet?
It takes the wobble out of it.
And so doesn't the rifling also take
Takes the wobble out
out of it?
The muskets were pretty inaccurate. A rifled barrel brought a lot to warfare, period.
So is this like a buckshot type?
Yeah. I mean, hey, pirates used to stick the silverware in the cannons.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Oh, and this is to, I don't know, what's the word? Stuff it?
Better watch it, yeah.
Rammer.
Yeah. Let me see what the real name is.
Rammer.
It is a sponge rammer.
Rammer.
Used for swiping out the cannon barrel. A wet sponge attached to the large end of the ram shaft would extinguish any live ambers still in the barrel. So, because if you're going to reload it with gunpowder, you want to make sure all those live ambers are
Oh,
cold.
yeah, okay. Wow. You really see how big this is. I mean, literally, look at my hand. This thing is huge. It's a lot wider than I realized. Definitely a lot wider. Wow, this was a force to be reckoned with. I mean, you kind of get an idea of the size. I mean, those timbers. What size do you think these timbers are on the side? Like 6 by 6 or something? Like these timbers right here? I mean, they look like just a whole tree.
They almost look like railroad ties.
Yeah, like even bigger than a railroad tie. Wow, this is a lot bigger than I realized. Very impressive.
Well, it had to have a motor or an engine.
All right,
We think it ran off coal.
probably.
Steam stack was in the middle.
Right. Well, the replica's a lot smaller, right?
And I
Don't
think
you
it's
think?
the same size.
You think? So this is really nice up here.
You should read the thing about cultural expectations of mourning when you would lose a loved
Okay.
one, because
So right there out the window, this second floor here, you can see the replica. So literally out of the second floor window, you can see the areas. That was the cat, what they called the cat hole area over here. And that's where it was built. And it was basically docked out in this area here. You know, there's the replica. And so it's just like right there is where it was run aground. Well, one thing we found out, we've been mispronouncing the town. It's
Kinston.
Kinston, not Kingston. It actually used to be Kingston. It was originally named for King George, and they dropped the G. What do you say, in the late 1800s? And now it's changed its pronunciation to kin, like family. Kingston. I keep giving the G.
Kinston.
Kinston.
Damn it, girl.
We hope you enjoyed our exploration of the CSS Neuse. If you enjoy historical sites and hidden history, then you're on the right channel. We invite you to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single adventure. Go out and make it a great day, and always remember to be kind in everything you do, including the comments you make.